Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is the McClix, and today we are going to do a unboxing, I guess, of the Batman the Animated Series, the new starter set, as well as a random booster here. So if you haven't heard already, it's released, so make sure you get to your local gaming store and at least pick up, if you can, one of these. I can almost guarantee they're going to sell pretty quick, so just a heads up, and then inform your local gaming store if they can order more, because this is going to have an updated rule book as well as maps. You're going to have the 6 figures, you're going to have 3 object and terrain token sheets, the pack, the rule book, the updated one. You're going to have 4 full colored maps and 2 set of dice. Haven't seen the dice yet. And so you're going to have 1 map, 2-sided, of course. And these maps are pretty interesting. They got some new rules, so pretty excited to show you all of that. So we're going to go over this, and we'll see what's in this. And then I'll talk to you about my pre-release experience, the set in general, maybe some things to look at if you're playing sealed, and a little bit of modern to touch up on as far as maybe incorporating some strategies. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open this first. We'll open this last just to see if we get anything fun. So far we'll just talk about it as I go. The set is a lot of fun. Like I said, I've been in 3 pre-releases so far, and I've had so much fun. This is probably one of the best sets I've ever played in, so as far as in sealed, and the pieces are really fun too. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up here. As you can see, this is pretty thick here, so you're gonna have a lot of good stuff in here. Maps, new rulebook, pack, cards, and then fortunately I was hoping that they would do something other than these standard small tiny white dice. I really never use these, and so you can do whatever with them. They also have a token set and a dice set, which is kind of cool. Sometimes I buy them. I think the last one I got was the bombshell, just because they looked awesome. So let's go ahead and just go over these figures real quick, then we'll go over the map, briefly touch on some of the updated rules that I know of. So right here we're gonna get Batman, Robin, Joker, Poison Ivy, Catwoman, and Harley Quinn. And it looks like the Joker is the unique in this, so let's go ahead and just pop these out. So these pretty standard sculpts of everything. But yeah, this set is a lot of fun, a lot of good pieces. I grew up watching the animated series, and even though I'm more of a Marvel fan, I would say that Batman the Animated Series was kind of a big part of me getting more into comics and everything in general, as far as, you know, superheroes and everything. So it had a big impact. I would say this and the X-Men TV series really helped do that a lot. So let's take a look here. Let's open this up. This is one of the bigger ones, obviously, of course, because you're getting 2 maps, which is great. And this ran me about $25, so that's about average for a bigger starter set, so keep that in mind when you get these. For me, I'm a little bit bigger of a Superman fan than a Batman fan, and Green Lantern as well. So let's go ahead, we'll keep the maps over to the side right now. Pretty thick maps here. Oh, they got there's the objects inside of the map. Probably have them in the other one too. So if you're ever low on terrain markers, heavy objects, I know sometimes mine get picked up, I forget about them, blah blah. So those are always good to have. Let's take a look at Batman first. So I've briefly seen the previews of these. Let's just throw those down there. Figures, but we'll kind of go over them and let you know what's up with him. So first we'll just go right into Batman. He can be played at either 100 or 50. Let's see, he's got the Batman family, Gotham City, Detective Scientist. He has improved movement hindering. He has a trait, grappling hook, free, choose a square within 3 squares in line of fire that's of a different elevation than currently occupied. Place Batman in that square. After resolutions, Batman may make a close attack. So, to me, it sounds like this is it's free, first off, and he can move into different elevations, and then after resolutions, after you place him in that square, then after resolutions, you may make a close attack. So to me, that sounds like all a free attack, and that's the way I'm going to treat it until it's ruled differently. So there's another piece we'll get into talk about later in the actual set that it's the battering, lets you make free attacks too. So let's look at the back of his dial. Oh, he also has Indom, which is pretty nice, and obviously the Batman TA. 7 clicks of life for 100 points, which is always acceptable in my book. Decent attack values. He starts out with a 12, which is very good. Drops down his last click to a 9, but pretty much 12, 11, 11, 10, 10, 10, and then 9. Usually when I look at a piece, I'll look at its attack values first. So this is a pretty strong Batman that I can see so far. Running shot, toughness, with a 6 range and outwit. So, you know, he's got the range. He's got the the move and attack, so that's always good in the outwit. So he can make a free attack. He can also running shot. So his grappling hook's going to allow him to have essentially a smaller, improved movement elevation. So that will be nice to have as well. So also from what I can see here, you can use the free just to move up. So you don't even need to make an attack if you don't want to. Because it may make a close attack. So either way, it's optional. So that'll help you get around the elevated. Pretty nice dial. Running shot, then charge, and sidestep. Outwit. He has super senses, late dial, and range combat expert. So all great. His 50 points starts on click 3. So 5 clicks for 50 points. Decent. I would probably play this Batman at 100 points. Toughness is kind of weak, but you know, it is what it is. It's Batman. So a great, just a great overall Batman figure here. And next, let's go into Robin here. Robin is 50 points, and he has improved movement hindering. Batman family, Gotham City, and this is Dick Grayson. He has trait swing line, free, choose a square within 3 squares in line of fire. Of a different elevation, place Robin in that square. After resolutions, Robin may make a close attack. So different name for the trait, but the same ability as Batman. He also has Indom and the Batman TA. And 5 clicks, reasonable. Charge, combat reflexes, exploit. End of the dial, he has flurry, precision strike, super senses. So not a bad Robin. Indom is nice on a cheap piece. So yeah, definitely I would probably play him somehow. Maybe more in a casual. Let's go into Catwoman. Catwoman is 50 points, and she has improved movement hindering. Batman family, Gotham City Sirens, Gotham City Underworld. She has a trait, sidestep and stealth. That is wonderful. That's a great trait to have. And Bullwhip, Giant Reach 2. Looks like she has the Calculator TA. Decent combat values. Her Bullwhip, Giant Reach 2. She's got Charge, 11 attack, combat reflexes, exploit with 3 movement. A little bit of precision strike, mastermind, outwit, and blade. So yeah, it's alright. Sidestep and stealth traded, so you can get her into position. Another solid piece for sure. Alright, next let's go into Harley Quinn. We have 50 point dial. Arkham Asylum, Gotham City Sirens, Gotham City Underworld, and Scientist. She has a damage power. Ain't we the greatest? Perplex. When Harley Quinn uses it, if she does not choose damage and targets a friendly character named Poison Ivy, Catwoman, or the Joker, you modify the chosen value by +2 instead. So, if you're wanting to make a good Gotham City Underworld or a piece that involves Joker, Poison Ivy, or Catwoman, this is kind of going to be like your small red leader type of perplexer for those types of teams. +2 is great. Let's look at the back of her dial. So 50 points, so 3 clicks. She has that damage ability, which is nice. Sidestep, Flurry, Quake, 6 range, Energy Shield Deflection, the Batman enemy TA, Force Blast, Precision Strike, and Battle Fury. Some combat reflexes too. So I'm not really going to show the dials too much, just kind of give my opinion and let you guys know how it feels, if it looks good. Overall, this is a good piece, especially for those villain teams, incorporating either Poison Ivy, Catwoman, or Joker. So great, solid, another solid piece. I'm usually not too fond of fast forces or starters unless I know that they're good and they're decent. Obviously, this is a must-buy for me because of the new, the updated rulebook, the 2 maps, and you know, just everything all over. All right, next let's go into Poison Ivy. 75 points. She has improved movement hindering. Arkham Asylum, Gotham City Sirens, Gotham City Underworld Scientist. She has a trait, Grow and Spread Smoke Cloud. Good. Poison Ivy modifies her defense +1 for each 2 distinct squares of hindering terrain adjacent to her. For each 2 distinct squares of hindering terrain adjacent to her. Okay, so it's incorporating every 2. Then she also has a trait, Free, generate a Biting Vine bystander max 3 into a square of hindering terrain within 10 squares. Alright, so there's no line of fire from what I can see here. So she doesn't need line of fire. So if you got somebody up hiding at least up to 10 squares away behind a wall or something, behind special terrain, she doesn't care about that as long as there's hindering terrain around there. And then also there is // free, remove a Biting Vine bystander from the map. So that's how you'll get rid of them to put more down. They have Flurry with a 0 movement, a 9 attack, and the special is Giant Reach. And they have Immobile. If Biting Vine does not occupy hindering terrain, KO it. So like Smoke Cloud, Temporary Smoke Cloud, things like that will remove it. They also have the Autonomous, which we'll get into in a bit. Actually, we'll just go into it right now. It's pretty much their actions don't count against your action total. So that's the new symbol there, described in the rules as well. The back of her dial, 75 points, 6 clicks. Her attack never goes below a 10, which is nice. Starts off with Sidestep, Precision Strike, Mastermind, and Power. Goes into Mind Control, Incap, Barrier. And then all black on the last 2, Stealth, Steel Energy, Regen, and Outwit. So that's kind of crazy. Fun little piece. Oh, sorry. The defense on the Biting Vines are 12, and the damage is 2. So try to figure out a way to perplex up attack and or damage, and you might have some fun with her. Another fun piece, like solid. She could do some work there. And finally, we'll go into the Joker. He is unique. He is 75 points. And let's go into it here. Arkham Asylum, Gotham City Underworld. Trait, what's it going to be, Bats? Catch me or save Gotham. The Joker takes a maximum of 2 damage from an opponent's attack. When the Joker takes damage from an opponent's attack, after resolutions, generate a standard light object named the Joker Bomb within 4 squares. At the beginning of your turn, heal the Joker 1 click if there are 1 or more unheld the Joker Bomb objects on the map. He can't be healed any other way and protected pulse away. Okay, so He's going to be kind of hard to kill, which is cool. He can also heal. It's a pretty lengthy trait. So he takes a maximum of 2 damage. He has 6 clicks. Okay. He also has an attack special. You'll never see this one coming. When the Joker attacks, if his attack roll is doubles, modified damage +3. Huh. So he can hit for potentially 6 with their doubles. He's got sidestep. He's got that special attack ability. He has energy shield deflection. Prob goes into then charge, same attack ability, super senses, exploit, then running shot, super senses, and perplex. So a decent dial. His attacks never go below a 10. So 10's up until 5 and 6. Then he starts with 11 attack. So he's going to be pretty fun to play with. Let me think about this for a second. Joker takes damage from an opponent's attack after resolution generate a standard light object named the Joker Bomb. So hopefully he doesn't get flurried to death, because then he can heal, or hopefully evade off of super senses. So interesting. This is a piece that I'm going to have to think about for a while, what to incorporate with him. Obviously he can't be healed any other way, otherwise I would be supporting him or something. But yeah, solid piece here. So overall I'm very happy with the pieces. They're strong, they're not crap, and some of them I believe might have some potential in competitive events. Who knows? Okay, so let's go into the maps next. Let's do that. So here are the pieces. They're pretty standard. I'm not gonna zoom in too much, just show them to you here. There's Batman. Here is Robin, the Joker, Poison Ivy. Okay, she's got a little handheld crossbow on her wrist. It's kind of cool. Probably shoots like tranquilizer darts or something, poison darts. There's Harley and Catwoman. So yeah, the pieces are great. Are good, I should say. A few of them are more than good, I believe. The dice. So there's your markers there. Oh yeah, let's kind of see what they have for. So it's pretty much the standard. They've got a TV, a trash can, a log, an extinguisher, fridge, and a bowling ball. Cool. Alright, let's open the maps up. So the maps are cool from what I've seen. Just overall the maps in general, but they have a new special ability here. So we will go over those as well. Obviously with starter packs, I recommend, if you can, or fast forces, if they come with maps, they're going to be kind of all folded up. So you want to start getting them laid out and flatten them out. And yeah, I put some books over it. You can get sliders online, clear sleeves that these will fit into. Those are always good to have. So take care of these maps because they only come in the fast forces and they offer special abilities. So this is going to be Hacienda, the restaurant my wife and I love. She used to work there, and it's pretty good. I recommend it. So let's go ahead and look at this new ability for these maps, or this new thing you can pay for, which is very exciting. Alright, so down here at the bottom left of one side we have location. You may add one location to your starting force. You may add any number of the location's different bonuses to your starting force by paying their costs. So there's going to be a cost incorporated with these maps. If you're the player that chooses the map and chooses the location, you can use the bonuses you paid for. If you didn't choose the map and didn't win the role for first player, you instead can use the consolation associated with the bonuses you paid for. Otherwise, there are no effects. Scoring. Okay, your location bonuses that you paid for are scored if you are defeated, whether you receive the bonus, the consolation, or nothing. Okay, only if you're defeated. So if you're playing this in a competitive event or whatever, if you're not defeated, they don't get the bonus to it. Alright, let's go ahead and look at the effects for Hacienda, which is a pretty cool map. I mean, you've got, I think this is like Joker's faces, and his like mouth is open and it has crazy stuff. Like, this looks like a piano or a jukebox or something. Pretty crazy. It's got some elevated, some blocking, some hindering, some numbers, and we'll see what those are. So plus 5 points. Welcome to my humble abode bonus. At the beginning of the game, choose a friendly character. That character has free. Roll a d6. At the beginning of the game, choose a friendly character. That character has free. Roll a d6. You may have this location make a ranged attack with 4 range, 10 attack, 1 damage from the orange square matching the result. As you can see on some of these are kind of, if you can, the locations are numbered. So you have like 1 down here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so when you roll, it's a free. Alright, this is great. It's just a free attack. You roll a d6. Say I roll, here, let's get this dice. 2. Alright, so right here. Alright, so this location you may have this location make a range attack with 4 range. 4, okay, which is nice. From the orange square matching the result. It's got a 10 attack, 1 damage from the orange square matching the result. I already said that. Okay. Damage dealt by this attack is penetrating. That's great. If the character given this action is named the Joker, instead roll 2d6, 8, and choose either d6 as the result. So it's going to give you better odds if they're positioned somewhere. If they're around 4, you know, you might want to get a 4, a 3, a 6. So it's going to help you kind of better utilize the locations. And this attack can't target friendly characters. Okay, so I'm assuming that the ranged attack follows all proper improved targeting, so I don't think you would get improved targeting, hindering, or blocking, or elevated. Make a range attack with 4. Yeah, so I don't think that will get by that. I'll have to look into it, but I would assume that's what's going on. So the consolation of the first part, if you paid for this, is if you don't win the map, or you don't win first player, friendly characters name the Joker modify attack by +1. So for the game, which is cool. So if I'm playing this map and I got a cool Joker strategy team that I want to try and do well with, and I don't win map, well, at least I'm still going to get something with the consolation, which is great. This is amazing. New, something creative. It's great. There's also another one, plus 5 points. My babies need their space. Bonus. At the beginning of the game, generate either a Bud or Lou bystander in your starting area. If your starting force has a character named Harley Quinn, generate both instead. So we have Bud, and these look very similar to the Bud and Lou from Harley Quinn. If so, that's going to be great, because then you can sub those for it. They look very similar. So Bud has probability control, but only during opponent's turn, and flurry blades, and then that damage. And Lou has the poison. When Lou uses it, you may give him an action token. If you do, deals penetrating using this turn. And that's the attack. Combat reflexes, shape change. These are the 2 pieces from Harley Quinn, so which is great, because now you can just use those pieces instead of maybe having custom tokens made or using dice. So the consolation for that one is, at the beginning of the game, if your starting force has a character named Harley Quinn, you generate either a Bud or Lou in your starting area. So it's just a free. If I lose the map and I'm playing with a Harley Quinn, I'm going to be able to bring Butterloo with me on the map that they choose. So, awesome. Cool little things like this makes the game a lot more interesting. Okay, so this was Hacienda, and it is indoor. Let's go ahead and flip it over. And we have Iceberg Lounge. So let's go over one thing real quick that I'm curious. I wonder if you could pay for both of the bonuses. Let's see here. Bonuses by paying their costs. So I would assume you may add one location to your starting force. You may add any number of the locations different bonuses to your starting force by paying their costs. Yeah, any number of the locations different bonuses to your starting force. So you could pay 10 for both the Joker and the Harley, which is great. So this is the Iceberg Lounge. It's also indoor. Very cool. We've got the little ice cave where the penguins hang out. This just looks standard. For some reason it looked like it was elevated, but it's got the red. It's like it fades and comes out, so I don't think this is actually elevated. I hope not. And they didn't mess up because they've done maps like this before. But this is actually elevated because it's marked. So I think this is just kind of like maybe a rug or something. I don't know. So I see some blocking, hindering, water, elevated. It's got it all, but it is indoor. Let's take a look at the bonuses for this. We have plus 5 points, so it looks like there's only one for this. Plus 5 points, Iceberg Lounge bonus. At the beginning of the game, generate 2 Iceberg Lounge bystanders in distinct squares of water terrain closer to your starting area than any other starting area. Closer to your starting area. If your starting force has a character named Penguin, you may generate up to 4 instead Iceberg Lounge bystanders. So you've got the Emperor Penguin, who has the dolphin symbol, autonomous. All of these have autonomous. Force Blast, 9 attack, 16 toughness, 1 damage. Then you have Puffin. So the Emperor is standard size. Puffin is a flyer, autonomous, and Tiny, who has Smoke Cloud and Willpower. And then the Seal, which is dolphin, autonomous, standard size, plasticity, super senses, 6 movement, 10 attack, 16 defense, 3 damage. Puffin has 7 speed, 8 attack, 15 defense, 0 damage. So it's more of a utility piece. It looks like Seal is kind of like the beat stick. And then your Emperor Penguin has 5 movement, 9 attack, 16 toughness, 1 damage. And all of these have 0 range. So if you've got Penguin, you can make some cool little bystanders. And there's some good penguins that generate a lot of good penguins. Okay, the constellation. At the beginning of the game, generate an Emperor Penguin bystander in your starting area, or a square of water terrain closer to your starting area than any other starting area. So if you lose this map, then you're going to get the Emperor Penguin. Yeah. Force Blast, Dolphin, Toughness, yeah, sure. So cool map. So I see some things already going on with water terrain. We've got like King Shark, we've got Aquaman, some Atlantis theme teams, Atlantean theme teams. So that'll work out. Get up here at the top. Let's see here. So that was this one. Cool map. Let's go to the next one here. This is a little bit more folded. Oof. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, so this looks like a Poison Ivy map. Poison Ivy's greenhouse indoor. Okay, so like I said, you guys want to try and get these maps flattened out as best you can when you get them. So we've got the locations, which we went over before, what they describe. This also has a special orange square. Orange squares are blocking terrain that can't be destroyed, moved through, or have markers placed on them. Excuse me. So this whole thing is orange. This whole thing over here at the top right is orange. So it's kind of really limiting the direction of the two teams. Let's see here. We've got hindering, blocking, elevated water, hindering, blocking. So a lot of hindering. This is going to be good for stealthy teams. Let's check out starting area here. Starting area here. The 5 points conservatory bonus. At the beginning of the game, choose a friendly character. That character has power. So let's get Poison Ivy out here. So I'm going to choose her. She has power. This location makes a close attack with 10 attack, targeting an opposing character occupying hindering terrain. Instead of normal damage, a hit character is given an action token. If the character given the action token is named, if the character given the action is named Poison Ivy, the attack may target an opposing character adjacent to hindering terrain. So if you have Poison Ivy, you can either attack somebody occupying or adjacent. So this doesn't have locations like the Hacienda. So this character just has power. This location makes a close attack with a 10 attack targeting opposing character occupying. So it's just coming out from the vines or from hindering. There's no numbers or anything. So which is cool. I mean, giving an action token is big. So if you have somebody coming up, as far as casual, you know, you can lock them up. As far as competitive, if they're an ID calling battery or anything, you can really slow them down, which is great. The constellation. At the beginning of the game, place 6 hindering terrain markers on the map outside of the starting area. They stay indefinitely. Yeah, I mean, that's good. Especially if you have stealth. If you want to deter somebody. So you could do it on their side to kind of prevent them from moving around if they don't ignore hindering terrain for movement, which is good. So, yep, that's Poison Ivy's greenhouse indoor. And lastly, we have this is Gotham City downtown outdoor. So I see a lot of elevated. We've got the blocking, I think, or maybe this is just a lane marker for a road. Have to check on that. I'm pretty sure that's what that is, actually. Alright, so let's see some. We've got the obscured terrain, which is in the rule book as well. And I believe it's well, let's just look it up. Terrain 19. So the new rule book will have all the new rules for you guys, or the not all the new, but like the updated new ones. Obscuring movement. Obscuring terrain does not impede movement in any way. Line of fire, same as for hindering terrain. So you can move through it, but hindering line of fire. So that's kind of cool. Okay. Let's check out the bonuses here. We have 5 points. I am the Knight bonus. All characters named Batman have improved targeting, hindering. This includes obscuring terrain. So that's great. The constellation is friendly characters named Batman. Modify defense +1 when they have 0 or 1 action tokens. So if I don't win the map, my Batman's going to have +1 defense, so this new one's going to have a 19 defense, which is great. We also have +2 points from the rooftops. All characters named Robin have improved movement, elevated hindering, and is that outdoor blocking terrain? Yes, outdoor blocking terrain. Great. Okay. So our Robin already has improved movement hindering, so he's going to get also elevated and blocking outdoor. So it's great. It helps Batman and Robin. Consolation, friendly characters named Robin modified their speed by +2. So if I'm not winning the map, then Robin's going to have a 10 movement speed. Great. So yeah, these are the new maps with the additional bonuses. Definitely check these out. And if you can get it, because I can tell they're going to be sold out. So if you see one, you're like, oh man, I don't know if I'm going to get it, please. Because you're looking at the new maps bonuses. This is totally new. This is I think maybe also the OP kit may have the map too that's like that. But these are your only other source until they come out with new maps. So the rulebook has the updated rules for like autonomous, like we discussed. Doesn't count towards your action total. Provides the new rules for obscuring terrain and some other things to look at. Go online. I think somebody posted what the actual rules are updated. I'm not going to go really into it, but this is the updated rulebook, so definitely get it. The pack, it looks like some things got updated here. It's also going to have the autonomous. The characters' costed actions don't count for your action total. Okay. Alright, yeah, sure. I see this is new max X. There can't be more than X of this generated game element on the map at one time. So how we had Poison Ivy's max vines or whatever. Yeah, so this will kind of describe exactly what that is. Pretty, I mean, on the card it says it's pretty self-explanatory, but it really helps out here too. So great, get the pack, it's updated as well. So yeah, that's my recommendation. Definitely get this for the maps. The pieces are good, the updated rules and packs, it's all just, you gotta get it. Alright, so let's go in and open the booster that I got. We'll start from the top. See what I pulled. I've had really good success with this set. Actually, everybody so far that I've witnessed has had good success. They're always pulling like a super rare or a chase or something that's really good. So definitely worth playing, especially in sealed. Let's see what I get here. So I've got a common Batman, suited henchman. We'll talk about those in a bit, which is really good. We have Mr. Freeze, we have the Prime Clock King, and the rare Robin. Great. The Prime Clock King, guess we'll go ahead and talk about him real quick. It's pretty good. Talk about the henchman. King. This Robin I don't believe I have either, so 75 or 40 points. 6 clicks, some decent attack values, a starting 11 attack, improved movement, elevated. If you play him with this and the consolation and you lose map, well then he's got also hindering and outdoor blocking. So cool. Infiltration trait, this Robin and the Batman rares have it. If you did not choose the map when placing characters during game setup, you may place Robin in a square of hindering terrain within 5 squares of a starting area. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Square of hindering terrain. So I'm wondering if the obscuring terrain, let's check it out here, see how the wording is. subset of hindering terrain that represents areas that are persistently foggy, steamy, very dark, or similarly obscured to vision. It is indicated by a white boundary line. Obscuring terrain is considered hindering terrain for line of fire purposes only. It is not considered hindering terrain or a clear square for any other effect. So it looks like, unfortunately, we can't use obscuring terrain for that. But, you know, you still have hindering terrain in other areas, as well as... So it just says a square of hindering terrain. So objects, if you want to place that to your advantage, that will count. So yeah, the infiltration trait. So if you lose if I lost map bonus with this Robin on this map, first I would get the infiltration, and then I would also get the modify speed +2. If I chose this map and won, Robin would have the improved elevated hindering and outdoor blocking. So excuse me, I messed that up there. So if I lost the map, I would have the infiltration and also the +2 speed, and that would give him an 11 movement with a running shot, which is nice. So cool Robin. The henchmen are great pieces to have. They're going to be your lowest cost pieces besides the little fuzzy balls from Star Trek. But yeah, I like these a lot. So if you make sure you keep these, all right, because they're going to go for a lot of money. Well, a lot of money for a common. You know, I already see people selling $5 or $10 for one. I don't think they should be worth that much, but hey, what are you going to do? And they're really good with other pieces from the set because they actually generate these guys. So very good. So keep your hands on these. The Clock King, I'm glad we got him. I didn't have him. He's the prime. The 2016 national champion Scott Crampton. This was his piece. He's actually a local player, so shout out to him for making this. It's 40 points, 5 clicks, decent stats. Not the best. I mean, you've got a 9 attack and 8 attack, but very annoying piece. He has improved movement, elevated. He has your time is coming to end, Mr. Mayor. At the beginning of your turn, choose one. Generate a time bomb marker, max 3, within 6 squares. So I'm not seeing any line of fire needed. So 6 squares, or remove a time bomb marker and give each opposing character within 2 squares of it an action token. So you have to keep it there, and then maybe try and find when they're tokened up, then they clear, then he's giving them another action token, so he's kind of locking them up. He also has sidestep. This is his speed ability. Sidestep, when he uses it, he can use ignores characters. So very mobile, elevated, and characters. Super senses outwit precision strike, then he falls into a super senses shape change, then a blade super senses shape change, and he has this movement ability, his full dial. Gotham City Underworld Suicide Squad, great. So prime, and no Indom, but that's okay. This guy's pretty cool. I like him a lot. So this is the this is my take on the starter set, the booster we opened, and yeah, overall 9 out of 10, even a 10 out of 10 for the starter. Probably a 9 out of 10 because of the dice. I would really hope for something better than that, but yeah, definitely recommend it. Let's go over some things that you know, as far as what the pre-releases I played in, maybe what to look for, and you know, there's already been previews and everything of all the pieces and people talking about it, but we may talk about a few things. So I'm gonna grab my my pieces, the cards from it, and maybe talk about something else too. Before we get into the set, the con exclusive Batman, the robot looking Batman, his name is Batman. So there's a lot of pieces in this set that are gonna really help him as well, so keep that in mind. And as far as the like I Am the Night, it'll give him improved target hindering. He already has it, but keep that in mind. Don't let that. Don't just think like only Batman's in this set. You have other Batmans and other people named Batman too. So there's a little thing that I noticed when I was looking at it all. So let's go into the set. So we're not really going to go through the cards too much. I'll kind of talk about what helped me. So I played in 3 pre-releases. I won all 3 of them, and the set is there's a few powerhouses or auto picks, I would say, if you get them. So this set is very stealth heavy, so you want to look for pieces that have improved targeting hindering, and there's not a lot, alright, but there are some. The first pre-release I played in, I had pulled a Batman Beyond, and he is kind of like your Cable from Deadpool, the really strong common that you want to play. And Batman Beyond is, if you pull him, if I pull him, 9 times out of 10 I'm going to play him, because he is one of the few characters that actually has improved targeting hindering. He's also got his beginning of turn trait where you can choose blades, energy explosion, incapacitate, steal energy until your next turn. So, and he starts with top dial, shape change, running shot, penetrating psychic blast, invuln, and 6 range 2 targets with Indom and the Batman TA. So this is an auto play. Whenever I go to pre-releases or playing sealed events in general, I don't just think that if I pull a chase or a super rare I'm going to win. I look for overall what's in the set, what's heavy in the set, and what can counter that. So definitely this set, number 1, it is stealth heavy. So ensure that if you pull a few of these pieces that you make sure if you pull a Batman Beyond you play it. Please play it. And let's see here, let's try and find another improved targeting hindering. There are a few, and I don't have everything here, but for the most part I've got most of the commons and uncommons. Here's another good piece. Let's see here. So yeah, as we're going, you know, the first 2 pre-releases I didn't pull a super rare or a chase, right? I just had rares. I think the first one I also pulled the Killer Croc and the Batman Beyond, and you know, I just knew from their dials and everything, if somebody has a chase or a super rare, like, these pieces are still great, strong, and can win you the game. So even though you might not pull heavily in your favor, this set there's a lot of good commons and uncommons and rares that will get you there. All right, so don't think that, you know, you have a bad team when you don't have super rares or rares. Another good piece in the second tournament I played was the rare Batman, and he's very good. I played him at 125 points, and he has 8 clicks of life or health, and he has the object, the Batarang, and that's going to give you a free attack with improved targeting, hindering, elevated, and characters. So if you get him, if I get him, I would probably say 8 times out of 10 I'm going to play him. Batman Beyond a little bit more, but essentially this guy can move up, and in a perfect scenario you want to place him in hindering terrain to get his Batman TA bonus and make his free attack, not caring for the most part about any type of targeting. Blocking I think gets in the way, but you know, I mean, for the most part you're probably going to hit something with it. So unfortunately I don't know where my Batarang card is, but that's essentially what it does. And Batman, when he starts with it, there's a little bit more of a negative effect where if you weren't this Batman in particular, only this one, then you would have to roll, and I think it either deals 1 damage or it KOs it. I can't remember, but this one, he does not. Oh, and it's also free for him only. Excuse me. Anybody else who put it on, it's going to be a range, and you don't roll to KO it, so he can always use it. He never has to worry about KOing it, and it's free. So another piece that I played. My second pre-release, I had Batman Beyond Batman, and then another great piece that a lot of people don't seem to, as far as I talked to, they didn't like it when I talked to them, was the uncommon Batman. He's the one who can turn dials, and so this was my team, and my second pre-release was all the different Batmans. And this Batman, he can use Smoke Cloud as free. So if you have him with other Batman TAs, look out for that, because he's just going to move up Smoke Cloud, make a permanent stealth for your whole team. Like I said, there's not a lot of teams with improved targeting hindering in this, or a lot of pieces. So it's a very good strategy, and it got me the win with 0 losses. So great. These 3 pieces I would recommend for the most part. The guys like Penguin, Joker, Scarface, some others, they actually generate the henchmen, and they also have leadership and mastermind. My third pre-release, I also won, and they were using these different ways, but for the most part it was mastermind fodder, which was great. That helped out a lot, so look at that as well. I think the Penguin is uncommon, the rare, and yeah, so they're all good. There's a lot of good pieces here. I was fortunate enough to get quite a few. Well, there's like 10 or 12 chases in here, but I got let's see here, I got 4 chases. I got the Flash, Batman, Apache Chief, and Hawk Girl. So some of the chases are really good, some are alright, and then you have the sideline ability, which is great, and it's going to be, you're going to see a lot of this in the future on a lot of competitive teams, just because it's free to have. It's nothing preventing it. None of these I pulled when I was playing pre-releases, so if I did pull them, there's only probably a select few I would probably play. Most of the time they would probably be on the sideline, and I mean, really, that tells you that you have a lot of commons and uncommons that are just really good for sealed. So primarily you want to look at the really strong pieces in commons, uncommons, and rares that'll support your team. And yeah, you don't have to worry about super rares or chases to get you that win, because effectively all of these commons and uncommons and rares will get you there. It's proven, because I won 3 of them. So not to sound conceited or anything, I'm just giving you guys a good strategy to help you along as well when you play in sealed. Yeah, so for the most part, just wanted to go over that. I think the henchmen are going to be really good in competitive events coming up. You're going to be able to use them in vehicles or to get you more IDs. Maxi Zeus is another uncommon that was just crazy. He generates the stone harpies that have the autonomous, and they have a 10 attack, 2 damage with 6 range. And he can generate one with power and then one for free. Excuse me, the power, yeah, so the power he just generates. The free Stone Harpy max 2, but only in an adjacent square that's on the rim of the elevated. So remember that. So the power is anywhere, and then the free is limitations on the elevated and the rim. But I had a guy, 2 different people played against me with this, and I wasn't really tracking him too much, but his stone harpies, he has enhancement, and then one guy played against me who had Zatanna, and she has the little birds she can create who also have enhancement. So I was having this dude shoot me with these stone harpies, with I think it was like an 11 attack, 4 damage, 6 range, and they were nothing. They weren't worth any points, and I mean, he hit me really good with 2 of them. So Maxi Zeus is great. I would say look into that. There's a lot of good pieces that have enhancement that'll make these little guys work. So look out for that too in Sealed. Yeah, it's a great piece. I like it. But yeah, overall the Batman animated series, it's a great set. The Super Friends, the chases, your odds of pulling one are high just because of the amount of chases I've seen pulled. At least one in one brick. There were 2 chases in one brick that I was at for my first pre-release that was pulled. So go out and play in the set. You're going to be happy. You see a lot of super rares. My last pre-release I pulled 2 super rares, and I think it was Ventriloquist and Clayface, and all of the super rares are golden. They're good. They do a bunch of fun stuff. The chases, like I said, they're fun. They're Super Friends, and yeah, they all do crazy cool stuff. So get excited for the set. It's really good. Get yourself the starter set, and have fun. So I wanted to talk to you guys about my experience and how I feel about the set. I love it, and I hope to get the whole set. The chases are going to be kind of hard, but I'm working towards it. And yeah, have fun, because this is a great set. It's to me, it feels like it's more of a support set for the already competitive scene out there. There's a lot of good support pieces here. Some new additions to help your Batman family teams, which is great, and your Gotham City teams, the Gotham City Underworld. The henchmen are great. Keep them, like I said. Just get a ton of them. They're going to be a lot of fun to play with, and have fun. So that's it. I just wanted to get this video out here. Normally I would do like a case or a brick unboxing, but this time we're going to do something a little different. Kind of go in depth with the starter set. The pieces are great, and I hope to have more videos in the upcoming weeks. It's going to be maybe a little tight, like it has been for the last month. So I'll try and get something out there again, maybe to talk about overall more in depth with the pieces and what I see going into competitive events. But yeah, hopefully this helps you with knowing what's in the starter set, what to expect as far as in Sealed, and the pieces in general. Go and look at the other videos. Go to HC Realms, check out what all of them do. But for the most part, I just wanted to point out some things to you, let you know about all this, and we will see you next time. So thanks for watching, and have a good one. Goodbye.